Letters of John Nelson Darby, Volume 1, Letter 58E, of 1031. p. 119, to a poor brother in Bath, very dear brother, I have heard little in the way of news since I left England. A letter dear, wrote to me in April I only received in June. Since then I heard from Dash, both of whom, in the midst of other matters, mentioned that the question of Mr. N.'s coming to Bath had been raised there. As I understand, our brother B. has laid his ground of objection in the doctrines Mr. N. taught. I am entirely ignorant of what brethren at Bath have done, but it is fair that they should know what is in question, if the question be raised. Now I entirely agree with dear B. in the difficulty he raises. I am satisfied that Mr. N. is unsound in the most important fundamental doctrines, so that if no Plymouth question had been raised, I never could consent that souls should be under his teaching. I am perfectly satisfied that he undermines the truth of Christ's person, and justification by faith, and that he has done so, and made souls miserable by it, but I know that he would deny it all, and state opposite statements with the greatest force, or if pinned to a statement made, explain it all away the moment it was objected to. All these things have happened, and I should be prepared with instances, but it is well that brethren should know that Mr. N. and the whole five stand accused of systematic falsehood where there is no heresy at all. Has declared that their statements were so utterly false, so entirely untrue, that not only he would not break bread, but that as an honest man and a Christian, much as he loved some of them, he would not sit down in the same room with them. For my own part, I can only say, I never saw such effrontery and falsehood in all my life. Mr. J. L. H. declared that had Mr. N. been an attorney or an officer he would have been struck off the rolls. Mr. M.C.A. and Mr. N. confirm, as far as they are concerned in it, their testimony. Mr. R. H. declined further correspondence, it grew so bad, and they had to reject the testimony of their own friends in London to get rid of the proof of falsehood there. The path was such as left no trace of doubt in the minds of brethren. The assumption of position by these brethren in the assembly is such, that no person who has any conscience could admit of it, it is pure popery. Now it would be very easy to gain a reputation, dear brother, for charity, by passing loosely over all these things. But as I am convinced that it is the power of Satan, and that they corrupt every soul they have to say to, the service of the Lord and faithfulness to Christ are more important than a good reputation and the favor of man. I could easily, being here, avoid the responsibility, but I do not choose to run away from the difficulty when my brethren are in it. This is my feeling as to the dear brethren at Bath. They have a right to know what they are about. A great body of beloved brethren are from personal acquaintance convinced that it is the work of Satan. They can say why, and nothing would induce them to go where these persons were. The brethren, if it is proposed to them to receive them, or even if they come to attract them by smooth speeches and fine words, have a right to know on what ground they refuse to have anything to say to a meeting where they are. Many have declared why, as before the brethren in London, and have entirely satisfied them, the rest refusing to come. Brethren must feel, that supposing they receive persons, whom the brethren best informed and who owe fidelity to Jesus, believe to be doing a work of Satan, it is impossible for them who have this feeling to go along in any way with those whom they judge such. Peace is pleasant, but it could not be purchased by making terms or being at concord with Satan, or those who produce his fruits in the church. My own conviction, I need not say, is most decided, and unqualified decision is my only path. The more I weigh, the more decided I am. For other brethren have declared that they have the conscience of having been under the direct power of Satan whilst giving in to them. I have seen besides many souls delivered from it, where it was as evident as a first conversion. I have not seen one who gave in to it, who maintained his integrity. This will make you feel, however reluctant some may be to say what they know and have said in private, or when the Lord forced them to it, that where there is fidelity there is decision, and that indecision is unfaithfulness, and that is all. The principles now in print would suffice to deter anyone who owned that the Spirit of God was in the assembly of the saints. Perhaps the brethren have already acted, of this I know nothing. All I desire is that brethren be aware of what is in question, systematic and constant untruth, declared such by very many grave and serious brethren. Any attempt to clear, in the absence of those able to bring forward the facts and question the parties from knowing what it was about, would be far worse than no clearance at all. Kindest love to the brethren. Your affectionate brother in Christ. From abroad, exact date uncertain. 51058E.